Okay.
Hey!
Hello.
Welcome to Bravo Bites.
Welcome.
Your favorite podcast about Bravo by two stoners.
That's me.
And me. Aaron Wahlberg, Tim Razier.
That's us. We're the ones. We're the funny ones. We like Bravo TV and we like marijuana.
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 Don't you wanna marijuana?
Smoke it up, 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 up your butt. Wait, what?
No. You can't butt chug or butt smoke. Can you butt smoke?
Dear Lord, no. I would imagine if you're inhaling smoke, what the fuck would it take up your butt?
You know, if like someone blows the smoke in your butt, can your butt absorb?
Well, your butt could maybe absorb the smoke, but would you get high? No.
I don't know. You can drink booze that way. You can put stuff in your butt.
Yeah, but
that
that's
gets you
different because
high.
how does alcohol make you high? You know what? No, because actually, what if you put an edible up your butt?
I don't know. And we're going to take a quick 5.
You could do it, maybe. I don't know. If anyone could do it, you could. Find out.
No, I'm not going to put an edible up my butt. Should I do it for the pod?
For the pod, where's your love?
Do it for the pod. I'll put the butt. I'll butt chug the drink. See, the thing about having a podcast where you take edibles is you just end up with crazy amounts of edibles that people give you, and they're like, "Hey, maybe you should try this." And it's like, I can't possibly take edibles every day of my life. But guess what you end up doing?
Edibles every day, do you like?
The last 3 days I have been blasted on edibles. Yeah. I almost ate one before our friend Alex Grubar's show, Weeding Out the Stoned.
Thank goodness you found out you were supposed to be the sober one.
Yeah, I was the sober. I got eliminated second round, so I'm not sure if I did good or bad.
They thought you were sober, that means.
They thought I was high.
They thought you were high, rather.
Yeah.
And they were right.
No.
I mean, they were wrong. I'm sorry. I'm looking for my weed pen. I can't focus on anything else. And there are drugs missing.
Did you find it? Because
I found it.
All right.
Let's go over what edible we had tonight, guys. What did we have tonight? Well, we had delicious cookies made by
Me.
this guy.
Yes, not only do people give me edibles, I also make them.
This guy loves edibles. Next thing, edible butt treats.
Yeah. Buttable treat.
What flavor? What, does it have to be one?
Does not matter.
Doesn't matter. You're not tasting it. There's no taste buds. Taste buds? I got a taste bud butt.
Well, it only would matter if someone then eats it out of your butt.
I don't want to think about that.
Okay.
So that's what we're eating, and they're delicious, and they're very strong.
Yeah, I made them because I made 2 sticks of butter. I was originally going to make like 40 some cookies, but it would have taken me so long to bake. So I was like, you know what? It's 12 o'clock at night. If I want to be done by 3,
Psycho.
because I do it with love.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just Betty Crocker's. We got some marijuana donated
Donated marijuana.
by my pops.
Your dad's the best.
Yes, he's a big supporter.
Shout
of the
out to
show.
Dennis.
Yeah.
Guy is such a menace.
He is. He's all the time. My mom's just like, Dennis, he's such a menace.
It's more like this. Oh, Dennis, you are such a menace.
You do not know my mom.
I like to imagine your parents are like that.
Yeah,
It's
I like to
so
imagine
cute.
that too.
Don't you like to think about You're like, I love thinking about my parents talking dirty to each other.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking that. I was just thinking that it was like, you know, he threw some capers in the chicken. I wasn't thinking that like he was throwing his capers in her chicken.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a menace, you know me? Because I've met your dad. And that's the kind of menace he is, I can tell. Big crush on that guy.
I mean, I can't blame you. He gets all his good looks from me.
Sure.
That's how that works.
He looks nothing like you.
Nothing. I am 100% mailman kid. So really, Mary's quite the menace.
Why do you say that?
Because I was making an implication that she had an affair and then had me.
Oh, the mailman's kid. I didn't hear mailman's kid before.
Oh, yeah.
I was a little lost. I was sitting here thinking, what did he just say? Speak up.
Sorry. So the edibles are working.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah.
This is just my personality. I sound great, too. This is the best cough ever. It's because I smoke weed. This is a singing episode, apparently. I don't know what's gotten into me tonight.
Bravo Bites
Bravo
sings the hits.
Bravo Bites has gotten into me. Bravo, Bravo Bites, Bravo Bites, Bravo, Bravo Bites, Bravo Bites.
And hot nights. I don't know. I pictured an 80s song here.
That was the wrong voice to be singing "And Hot Nights." It was like "And Hot Nights."
It's like my school teacher sing-along voice.
Yeah.
I love you. It's like I've sung this song 1,000 times, kids.
I guess I need to drink more alcohol.
Yes.
Get rid of that cough.
Truly, you do.
I truly do. I don't know. I've been drinking these. I've been trying all the different kinds of the spiked seltzers because it's Pride Month, and I think we all know homos are a big fan of this kind of drink, and I'm a big fan of homos. And happy Pride. Okay.
Happy, yeah, Pride. Speaking of Pride,
Yeah.
we're watching latest Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Speaking of Pride,
Yeah.
they should not be proud of themselves.
No. Especially Crystal.
Had we really talked much about Beverly Hills?
No, I think
We kind of like touched on it last episode.
The first episode had come out. I think I had
I'm
about
sure
it.
you hadn't watched it.
See, now, what a difference a couple weeks can make.
Yeah, now you're the one who's on top of
No,
things, and I'm
I'm
the
on
one a
top of
little
it,
bit
yeah.
behind. A little bit behind. But coming back to these bitches in Beverly Hills, do you hear this? Am I dying? What's going on?
Smoking weed and having allergies.
What a horrible thing to say to me. So this season we've come back and like what's changed? Nothing. Well, Dorit got held up.
Yeah, Dorit.
Oh, we didn't really discuss this because you hadn't watched it.
We touched on it because I read about it. Which, I mean, watching is one thing.
Watching is better. You need to watch a show like this. Reading about a show like this sounds horrible.
Oh, God, it's the worst.
Yeah.
Because you can hear how gay the guy is writing about it. You're like reading it and you're like, yes.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Come on, be right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so she got held up, which sounds scary as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, everything, they were like...
She'd get held up. Burglars came in and she was there with her kids
home
and held her by
while
gunpoint.
PK was out. And you can tell he feels awful about not being there.
And it definitely feels real. I mean, I feel for them. Like, they're human just like anybody else. And she had her kids there. That's something that just like, that changes you. I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah. She said they held guns to her head. They had her laying down on the floor. And they said that they took purses.
Yeah. They actually didn't get a lot, PK said.
Yeah.
They were not like high-level criminals. They just grabbed, purses that cost as much as my house.
Yeah. Purses that would, like the amount of it would buy you a very nice house in like North Arlington.
Easily. Yeah.
But so that's a through line. And then Sutton was very Sutton was just Sutton. She's loose with her words. She said the wrong thing.
Yeah, she said the wrong thing about she saw Kyle because of course they all got to get together and talk about what happened with Dorit, and also they're recording, so
Yeah.
the timing couldn't have been more perfect. And she's talking to her, and Sutton's just like, well, I know my designer hasn't flown in yet. I had a pretty crazy too, and she's like, I mean, well, I didn't have a gun to my head, but she was just being insensitive. She
Yeah.
was being Sutton.
Honestly, that is a joke that I would 100% make.
I didn't think it was anything terrible.
No, yeah.
I think it was just somebody saying something. I mean, like just not really thinking about the heaviness to it. Like I think it was just her brain hadn't taken the time to
Yeah.
really get into how heavy that is.
Yeah.
For somebody to be held at gunpoint. But, she's allowed to be a human and do that. She didn't do it to Dorit.
Yeah.
She didn't go, oh my God, no big deal. Like, I got to tell you my problems,
Yeah.
And Sutton's an airhead,
Yeah.
right?
And
But
Sutton.
naturally, Kyle had to bring it all back.
Yeah. And then Sutton gets while they're all accusing her of being insensitive.
Yeah.
Then out of nowhere, Crystal's like, "Oh yeah, and you're a racist."
Pretty much. And you lie about tables at John Travolta's
yeah.
charity event.
Oh, my
Rinna's
God.
first episode, Rinna's calling her out because she mentioned something on Watch What Happens Live about a table. It's all bullshit. It's the stupidest thing ever that these people argue about. And Rinna, I hated the way Rinna came off.
Yeah.
Because she was just like, how... You should be ashamed. How dare you?
Yeah.
I cannot believe you would do that. And then when she went to show the email, her receipts proving that she did it, Rinna's like, that is how tacky or like that you would. She did not want her to pull
Yeah.
that shit out.
Yeah. But this is a good segue into who I think is probably my new favorite character for this season.
Oh yes,
Diane.
I love Diana.
She is the best. She is.
Sorry guys.
It's all right. Have some truly. It's that last bit of straightness. Just.
I'm gonna take a sip and I'm gonna be like, give me a pussy to munch on.
You're gonna take a sip and like your sweater like just becomes flannel.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
She's great.
She is the best. And
so great.
she was the one who was like, we're really not pulling out receipts. That's so tacky.
She's like, things like this should never be even spoken about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's when Lisa Rinna was like, yeah, and she's like putting her receipts back
Yeah,
in her
she's like,
purse.
I
She's
would
like,
never do such a thing.
We would never.
What an idiot. Yeah, like this new chick. Let's
Yeah.
talk about her a little bit. She's rich as fuck.
Yeah.
Because she married a rich guy.
Did she? Is that
Yeah,
what
that's her story. She came over from wherever, like a country where there's war.
Kosovo.
A country with war. She came over from there, and then she lived like dirt poor, working. Dirt poor to her, which maybe just means she just lived a normal life in America.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
just carried a couple jobs and struggled to get by. And then she met like a gazillionaire.
Yeah. All right.
And then she had 2 kids with him. They got divorced, and now she has a new baby with her fiance, who is like, I think she said,
32.
yeah.
Yeah.
The age difference is significant.
Yeah. And
It's weird to me. It's honestly to me, and I know this that creeps me out more than a young girl with a older man, and I don't know why.
Oh.
Not creeps me out like I think something's wrong with them or anything at all. I mean, I obviously am not going to judge. I guess just that's weirder to me. Makes me feel more like, what the fuck,
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
I mean, if I was him, I would marry her for all that.
Of course you
Money
would.
and
Why would you
lifestyle?
not?
Yeah.
We had another one like that on Miami. Some young young person that celebrates Pride probably is marrying one of the women to
a beard, you're saying.
Yes, I'm saying this. And he is much younger.
Oh.
But whatever, if you're happy, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. So then there's the arguments about that bleed in, and
then that's when Crystal decides she's going to make some very shady, obscure, what's the word I'm looking for? Like vague, alluding to the conversation that happened last season about a race.
Yeah.
When Sutton said, I don't see color, and she's like, don't tell me you're that girl.
Yeah.
Are you that girl?
Yeah. She says that Sutton says something very dark.
Yeah. She goes, you don't understand the conversation that was happening before that, but it was very dark. And she's very upset with anybody telling her how she's supposed to feel or what words she's supposed to use. Yeah. But then she will not tell anyone what Sutton said.
Yeah.
Then why are you bringing it up? Because people want to know what the fuck if you're claiming that this mutual friend said a bunch of dark stuff concerning race, and then you're saying, I'm not going to tell you what it was, and we're all going to have to spend time together?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
3 episodes worth of time.
Crystal, stop it.
Yeah. I think...
Stop it. And Kyle was there, and she's like, Kyle, you were drunk. You don't remember. And Kyle's like, I remember. Sutton didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Nothing to me that I would assume was that.
Yeah. So,
oh, God, she's annoying.
Then it comes out in later episodes that she was talking about a conversation they had the next morning, which is just more lies on top of the lie that she already told.
She's so full of shit. She's I don't like her.
Yeah. And you can tell, like, the girls are all, like, talking to Crystal, and they're all like, oh, so you lied. And it's very obvious. And she's just like, man, you can't tell me how to feel.
Yeah.
Like, well,
don't put words in my mouth. Don't tell me how to feel. Don't, my emotion. I mean, she's just like a little, she's one of those.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garcelle this season is being Garcelle. She's
calling, I like that she's calling out Crystal.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, this is nice. We're going to see some action, some fighting.
Oh, yeah. What kind of action?
Like fighting, good action fighting.
Like, oh, so like maybe like...
Two strong personalities.
Karate versus street fight. Kind of like
breakdancing. They're going to do a breakdancing fight.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be amazing. But yeah, no, I like how Garcelle's, stirring the pot and throwing her digs in and making her opinion known.
Yeah.
Making sure everybody knows her opinion and making sure they agree with it.
And this season seems to be the season of Erica Jane sitting back in the shadows, just throwing shade.
And getting drunk.
Yeah.
Just drunk and throwing fucking shade. It's nice probably for her. She's like, I can sit back a little this season. It doesn't have to all be about me.
Yeah.
I can just kind of be the one in the corner saying shady shit. Which sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. It really seems like this season that like all the drama is going to come from Sutton.
It feels that way. I'm trying to remember what they put on like this season on. I can't remember. I know we get a reappearance from Kathy, but it doesn't sound like it's like a fun Kathy appearance.
Yeah, no.
Which makes me very sad because I love Kathy.
Yeah.
I guess her and Kyle are not getting along right now.
I don't know exactly because there's Paris's wedding. Paris gets married.
Yeah, she made that a TV show too. That's probably why Kathy did it last season. To kind of like get people amped to watch Paris's show, Yeah. Because Kathy was also on that, of course.
Yeah. That happens. They don't even really mention it, except Kyle's like, yeah, my daughter got engaged too.
Yeah.
Like, good. Yeah, whatever.
Cool. Farrah's engaged. Great. You guys have so much money. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Who plans out their life like that? Like, she's been with the guy for how many years? They probably picked the engagement ring like years before he even proposed because he was saving up his first $1 billion before he wanted to propose or some shit like that, Yeah. I mean, good for them. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. Happy Pride.
Love wins.
It seems very much like, anytime rich people get married, doesn't it feel like olden times where like, it's like merging of families?
Yeah, sometimes.
Like some business, like.
Sometimes. I mean, people care. The more money you have, the more you can focus on bullshit. So people care a lot about like status and who's doing what with who. And I mean, they got nothing else to think about.
Yeah.
They're just sitting around worrying about like paying their PSE&G bill, you know?
Yeah.
Like the rest of us humans.
They're wondering, how can I buy PSE&G?
Yeah, because somebody said something about me who wanted to buy it too or something.
Yeah.
Some bullshit. They're crazy.
There's not really a lot of drama.
Not really a lot of drama. I think you might be looking at something similar to what were we saying, Orange County, where there's not a lot of drama ahead.
Yeah.
But I think that what we do see will have a little bit more sustenance to it than Orange County.
I think
I hope.
we will get to see Dorit, learn how to deal with a major trauma. She's already in therapy.
It's weird. She has a camera with her. I'd be like, get the fucking camera away.
Yeah, but you can tell from like the episodes after where they just replay the same scene that they were in there for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And they're like,
yeah.
all right,
oh, yeah. And then it was like, okay, let me do what I have to do right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's interesting because, people going through trauma. I mean, I think a lot of people go through trauma at one extent or another.
Yeah.
So it's good to see somebody face it head on right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means she probably has the more likely chance of really working through it and getting through it,
definitely.
Because I would imagine some people go through things that are traumatic like that or something, something. And they just never really realize that's what it is until they've learned all these behaviors that are wrong because they needed them to cope with that trauma. But now they're like, stunted humans. I mean, I don't know anything about it, but I'm guessing some people.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
PTSD. I don't know. I heard of it.
Yeah. How do rich people deal with trauma?
They get a therapist.
Smart.
Yeah.
This episode.
They're like, we need a professional. I had a gun to my head, and now I feel like I can't even think about my outfits anymore. Give me a doctor. I want the best in all the lands.
Actually, they do get the best.
Yeah.
They get the people that health insurance can't buy.
Yeah.
But also, I think... So, sad news, Lisa Rinna's mom
Lois. R.I.P. Lois.
Yeah.
She's adorable. She was always a treat when she was on the show.
Yeah.
You knew she was going to say something wacky. Also, we got to learn a lot about Lois. I don't know if it's last season or season back that she was like a survivor of this attack.
Oh,
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's really amazing to think about. Like, she's a true survivor. She made a life for her, her whole life after trauma.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And it's one of the things that Lisa Rinna says, like, right away is like, you should talk to my mom.
Yeah.
And then like 2 episodes later.
I know.
An episode later.
Yeah, that made me very sad to see because Lois always seemed like such a sweetheart and she was a light, fun thing to see on the show,
Yeah.
Which was nice. R.I.P. Lois, we love you.
Yeah. So in the latest episode, PK, who, we could talk about PK also. Like, I think he handled it well because he is, like, immediately there.
And he felt guilt, which is, of course, I'm sure that it was probably terrible. Could you imagine getting a phone call, your spouse and your children, somebody just went into your home and held them at gunpoint, and you're in another country?
Yeah, no.
Oh, fuck, that's terrifying.
Yeah. But I will say his response to being like, you know what you should do? You should get away. You and the girls, just go. It was also kind of like, enough already with the get it, get out of here.
They have to set up all the trips.
Yeah.
They got to set them. I don't know why they don't just let us know. Like, this is, it's the show. We're all going somewhere together because this is in our contract.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's okay. Oh, look, Lois.
Yeah, they do like a nice tribute to her. They show her like on the show.
Yeah.
They show like Instagram.
Well, she's been around Lisa Rinna's been on a long time, and her mother's been on we've seen her a lot of seasons, beyond an episode or two,
Yeah.
And I think she's been on Watch What Happened Live as the bartender. Like, she's part of the Bravo Housewives family.
I will say though, I don't see Lois having the same type of lips as Lisa Rinna. And if those lips are supposed to be real, where'd she get them from?
They're not supposed to be real.
Oh, they're not?
No, she doesn't say they're real.
Oh.
They're not. Look at those thin lips on
Yeah.
Lois.
Don't speak ill of the dead.
All right, I get it. You don't want me to make fun of who you wanted to be your mother-in-law. If you couldn't get Rinna, you'd be fine with Lois, right? Look at those moves.
Yeah.
Lois.
She's a dancer. Look at that. Oh, she's doing like a
She's cute as hell. I want to be cute when I'm old.
Yeah. Although it feels a little weird, her taping her mom to put out Instagram clips of. Like, I
think it's something I would do if I had a mom like her and I was famous.
Yeah.
Famous. That's the difference. If we did it, it'd be
Yeah.
Lois Leandra Rinna.
But so I'm gonna do a little spoiler. Lisa, like a week and a half after her mom passing, joins them on the trip to Punta Mita.
Spoiler alert, she shows up. Is that your spoiler?
Yeah. Well, because the whole episode, they're like, oh, is she going to come? I don't know.
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm glad she made it.
Yeah.
To Punta.
Punta.
Punta, Punta, Punta,
Which I
Punta,
thought Punta was a bad word.
I think it is. I think we're saying something. I think there's an addition to that we need to be saying that we're not.
Oh, I'm going to get kicked off Facebook again.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. So am I. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
I love that they always have to hold the phone up so high when they're talking to each other. Like, I don't want 17 chins.
Yeah, even just on FaceTime.
Yeah. And I'm like, I mean, I get it because I do the same thing, but I try to not make it so. I try to just make it straight, not so obvious. But you ever open the camera and it's facing you instead of facing there, and you want to face it, and you just hit it, and you're like, holy shit! It's just like a sea of chins, chin after chin after chin after chin.
It's just weird hair.
And I'm just like horrified by my own body. I'm like, oh my god, monster, go away. Does that happen to anybody else? Like and subscribe and let us know.
But yeah, I'm glad that she's going. I just cannot get over the new how rich the new one is, because she seems very not flaunty with it, but very like, oh, of course I'll pay for a private jet.
She completely just like, she enjoys her money. She's not, like you said, it's not flaunty. It's like, I have money. I like having money. I like having the best of best. And the best of best, only the best of best. And, don't worry about it.
And her accent,
okay.
too.
Oh, I know. She's fabulous. Yeah. It's like you said, it's not like she flaunts it, but she's very like, just like, this is what I do. I have all this money. What's the big deal? I have this money. I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Damn, girl. I want to be like that.
All right. Private jet, P jets, as they call them. Sometimes, like, they'll say something. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're like 50.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not. Look at Crystal. God, I hate her.
Yeah, they're fake all.
She's the worst. It's such a shame, but she really is the worst.
Yeah.
And I noticed they mentioned on the most recent episode that I have to admit I only watched half watched. Well, it was on TV, and I just had children talking to me the whole time. Yeah. So it's hard to focus. I'm like, shut the fuck up. The housewives are on.
You got to get
them into how mommy feels. This is work. This is research from a very, very popular podcast.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Popular.
But I noticed they mentioned that this is a thing that apparently Buttface has done before. Crystal. She likes to make someone else look bad. And I hate to say this, but I kind of see it. Yeah. Like when we first met Crystal, I thought we were going to see like what you would think of a Crystal, meaning God, is it bad if you're saying something nice about them? I thought we were going to see Crystal as like, she's a lawyer, she's married to a doctor, another whatever. She's like something where she's gone to school and she has that type of career.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's not a career
You
if you're not
expect-
doing that.
Yeah.
But something like that. And then instead you're like, oh, she don't work at all. She just like sits around and bullshits, but she acts like she's above everybody
Yeah.
in that intellectual way
Yeah.
that it's like,
She's not. She's really not.
she's really not.
Even if she is like
Yeah, in
trying
whatever
to
way.
social circle climb, she's not doing it well.
No.
Dumb.
And she just, I'm sorry, she always got a fucking puss on her face.
Yeah.
Smile. Sometimes smile.
Yeah.
Occasionally crack a smile.
Her face looks like a white person who just like walked past somebody, but like they didn't want to acknowledge them, but they just like kind of like, you know, you say hi with your face, you're like
I've never done such a thing.
just a little like
Just a little, like-
fake half smile.
Yeah. I know what you mean. You're just like, hey. Like it's like an acknowledgement, but the minimal amount of acknowledgement.
She always has that face on.
Yeah. She's such a cunt. Cunt. You know what? She would probably be an awesome like trial run for your butt marijuana.
Oh, we should try
Might
to.
ease her right up.
Yeah. Well, how would we, she's probably got a tight butthole.
This is the tightest. I mean, look how tight everything else. Her eye. She just never. They're not even.
Yeah.
Everything's tight.
She's got
Tense.
a puss on her face.
Tight.
Tight eyes. Tight butt. She's probably got tight joints. She's probably always like, I need to.
Wait, you think she
Stretch.
got a tight puss? I'm surprised sideways.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I heard that somewhere. But do you think it's tight? Probably.
It's probably surgically tight.
You're absolutely right, actually. She got fake boobs, too.
Really?
That one. I know you wouldn't think so, but yet she talks about it when she first. Of course, she talked about it when they
Yeah.
first started the season. It's like if you have to, you must discuss your breasts. What happened?
Her, I don't know why it's going into like freeze.
What is this?
mode.
Like a sexy show with teenagers?
Yeah, and it's probably like teenagers. They're probably like 27, but they're cast
yeah,
in
this is what
high
I'm
school.
talking. Obviously, yeah.
And they'll probably have weird sex scenes, and
We'll feel uncomfortable. It'll be like Euphoria.
yeah,
Where you're like, why am I going to bed horny after a show about kids in high school
yeah,
doing drugs?
yeah.
Why is this 41-year-old woman doing that? Make it stop. I don't feel good about myself.
No, you feel very bad about yourself at certain points in that.
That stupid show.
And
So good though. Highly recommend.
Yeah. I got sucked into that one. That was all right, I'm not watching anything else until I'm finished with
Yeah, you
this
had
one.
to finish it. Yeah. That's honestly, it's a kind of what I'm at with Billions now. Like if I get a spare moment and I'm like, oh, I could watch Housewives or whatever. If I get a spare moment and my husband's not with me, if he's with me, I won't put that. He's not that into it. So then I'll try like something that him and I like. But other than that, it's like billions. Because
Yeah.
it sounds like I just want to get to the end. But I'm enjoying it. But I also just want to get to the end at this point.
Yeah.
I'm already on the second to last season, midway through. Nobody cares. We're talking about Bravo. Well, you know what they have on that show? One of the characters is
Use your words.
non-binary.
Oh.
I was afraid you could use the wrong word.
Yes, use the correct
They have a
words.
non-binary character on the show.
That's good for them.
In the first episode that I met them, I was instantly annoyed.
Well, yeah, because it seems like a lot.
It's like, oh my gosh, we have to learn how to say the different things.
That's the thing. Like, why
It's
not
like
just
two
say-
words, but I'm like, God damn it, I won't do it. No.
Yeah. Jeez.
Just be a lady after all. I'm the worst.
Vote red much? Jeez.
No,
Yeah. No.
it's not like that.
But
It's just like,
that's interesting. I'm surprised there's not a non-binary house
give it time.
mate.
A couple more seasons. Or
Yeah.
transgender.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. We have a gay one in Miami.
Is a
Lesbian.
Lesbian?
Yeah, very attractive lesbian. Like what you would imagine. She's married to that that tennis player, Anna Kournikova. What's her name?
Kournikovich.
Cornucopia. Pop. She's married to her. They're like friendly lesbians.
Oh.
Well, wives.
Partners.
No, they're wives. They're married. They're white. Right?
I guess.
They're wives.
They're wives. Were you going to say sister wives?
No. I don't know. I was really trying to figure out what would be another term. They're like spouses of each other.
All right.
It's their spouse?
Yeah. So they were both fiancé.
It just splashed on my face. That must have looked so late.
Yeah. We are excellent. I gotta say, that smells delicious.
It's not bad. It's wild berry, truly.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Truly's not bad. So far, my favorite's the High Noon. I'm just, this whole month, I'm doing a sampling of Pride Month beverages. But I'm not going by what people will claim to be Pride beverages. I'm going with what I've seen gay people drink a bunch.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's how you get your intel.
Yeah, Truly, High Noon, Cum.
Alcoholic beverages, okay? I'm not that excited about Pride Month.
I just couldn't not.
Ew. Gross.
Yeah. I will say, I like how Diane sends a team ahead, gets
Dude,
the place set up.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I do that?
Yeah.
Get all the kids shit set up. That's some
do
like
that.
next level shit, dude.
I
That's
wanna-
some next level shit.
I want to do that for not vacation stuff. Like, for like, if I'm going to an open mic, send a person there early to show up and sign up. You know, have them like fix
Yeah.
the audio.
Well, that's kind of like, I kind of treat
Do a
my
sound
brother
check.
like my bitch when he's working for me.
Ah.
I mean, he handles it. I'm sorry, my butt's sore. I'm back to doing yoga and nothing feels right anymore.
Oh yeah.
It's okay though, guys. Don't worry. Let's get in juicier. It's getting juicier.
She's not lazy anymore. Not lazy anymore.
Oh my, hey, I'm thinking duet, like
I know.
music next.
I'll bust out my guitar right now.
Don't do it, God forbid. Dear Lord, how dare you? I'm a married woman. Get that guitar away from me. Break it into pieces. I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh, that she sends people.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has bitches that do stuff for her.
Yeah.
And I got one, but it's my brother.
Yeah. Well, do you send him ahead? Do you like?
I don't send him ahead, but I do make him prepare things so that when I show up at the house, it's done. That's kind of the same.
That is nice though. Like,
I'm like and I say to him, I'd like this done when I get back. He don't listen to that.
God, that is so classy.
I know he don't listen to it. Don't get me wrong. He's gonna do it at his own pace. It might be done. It might not. You know, and he might do it just the way he wants, not listen to my directions.
Yeah,
But it is nice to have someone you can tell that
Yeah.
to. You know.
God, I want somebody to like send them into work. Like set up all the machines. You know, wipe off my desk of the crumbs that I left there from my lunch.
Why don't you just have him do the work at that point?
Because like you gotta have purpose in life.
Yeah, true. Good call. You're right.
Honestly, I would have them do the work too, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Who wants to do anything?
I would see.
That's not true because I like my job too.
Yeah.
I do. If I could have somebody help with some of the legwork, like, the paperwork, if you will, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of back end to any kind of business. There
Yeah.
just is. If I could have somebody like handle that, the non-fun parts, I'd
Yeah.
still do my job. I like it, which not a lot of people can say.
Yeah. I can't say that I really.
No, I know, right? That sucks for you.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the first time in my life I can say I enjoy what I do. And that's,
I was talking about moving, and like, well, yeah, but you work in Jersey City now. I was like, well, yeah, I'll just get a new job. Work in healthcare. You do anything anywhere.
that must be nice.
There's always a slightly above minimum wage job waiting for you.
That's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's that's something that people should tell like kids in high school right now that are like not sure what they want to do.
Yeah.
Or if they want to go to college, like go learn one of these trades. You're going to be
Yeah.
good.
Learn medical billing.
It's boring as hell, but
Boring,
you'll
but
always
you'll-
have a job.
and it will pay somewhat. Medical billing.
Medical billing will pay a lot.
Decent
Yeah.
wage, yeah.
Because it sounds so miserable.
It's got to be awful.
I can't even imagine.
You ever talk to a medical biller? Like
Yeah, I've talked. Yeah, but I don't remember any
they talk in
specifics.
codes. It's like, oh yeah, N095.8. You gotta file that under a 7YB, and they're like, like what?
A 7 what?
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're listing Elon Musk's children.
Okay, would you like me to make a confession that makes
Yes.
me sound like a retard? I was saying a lot of good ones tonight. A lot of good canceling things.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God, well, the minute they are recording me, I'm like, why can't I say the things I like to say? Because people know I'm just being silly.
Yeah. Why can't I say the things that I say behind closed doors?
I've welcomed but this is nothing. I've welcomed you to me, and if you're gonna enjoy me as me, you're gonna understand I say things like that. Sometimes I say, I sound like a retard, because it's a fun thing to say.
Yeah, and you're not saying the actual R word.
No. What's the actual R word?
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, because it is what I'm
'Cause
saying.
that would be retarded.
That's what I'm saying, but I'm saying it in a silly way.
Yeah, yeah. The actual way you say re. So this is ra.
Tartet. I'm a retard. I like to say I'm a retard. A retard. Like
See,
the
with
movie.
with the word retard, the hard R is in the front.
Ah.
So maybe you should.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with that word. I have no desire. Never even have had a desire to, like, that's never
Yeah.
the one that wants to creep out. I think that is why, like, to me, the ones that I do say, that, and I know this is fucked up. I know they're not silly to everybody. I understand these words are very serious to a lot of people. They're silly to me. They make
Yeah,
me giggle.
yeah.
There's no hatred behind them. And I know, again, I'm saying all things that are wrong, but you know what? Fuck it, I'm 41.
I'm too old to change now.
No, I don't mean it that way, but I mean it
Back
like
in my
sometimes you
day,
gotta just
call them retards and moved along.
get them,
What?
get these blinds out of here.
I had a thought though that like the reason that like we had those words in the first place is like we need, if we were to just not talk about R words or F words, that's not inclusive. So like by having the words in the first place, it was
Trying to label them so they could be a part of it.
and without those words
This
and
is a nice take on it.
yeah, without those words and being able to say those words, there wouldn't be the conversation that would have led to
Where we are now.
acceptance. Yeah, and like finding kinder ways to say things.
True.
Like sometimes we, as a human race, have to make mistakes in order to find the correct path.
Who the fuck is this guy? What are we doing?
I don't know.
Listen, if you tuned in right now, we never talk like that.
Yeah, we're usually just a bunch of retards. Just,
Fucking retard.
uh,
I don't even know what we were talking about.
you were
Something about
saying-
me being
yeah.
retarded.
Yeah.
How many times can we say retarded this episode?
We can. I mean, there's no record.
Let's not try to set one. I don't even know. I was doing something. Apparently, I was doing it kind of wonky and silly and not the
In
brightest
a way
or
that
the
would
rightest.
set you back instead of set you forward.
Exactly.
You were
There was
retarding
something
progress.
Exactly. Yeah, I was right on the same track. That's exactly what was happening. It's also the medical term. I mean, it's still the term.
Is it still the term?
Well, it was as of 5 years ago. I think it still is. Maybe I think it still is because I feel like I heard a comedian say that before. It seems to be a fun thing for comedians to talk about these days. Is the R word?
Yeah.
But yeah, because I worked for a lawyer, a disability lawyer, and she would say it all the time. And then one girl would get so offended in the office, and she's like, "Oh, we can't see when she says that." And the other girl who was a lawyer there, she goes, it technically is the term. She's like, I get what you're saying, but she's like, she's a lawyer. She's writing briefs. It's the word.
It's the word she has to use.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, she doesn't have to use it as much or as loudly or as just fine with it as she does, but it is technically the word apparently they still use.
It's what there's a Rick and Morty thing. It was like a side clip where they read like this court transcript between like the lawyer and the defendant, and like I guess because they're reading a court transcript they can get away with it, but the things that were said to each other by them were like horrific. I always imagine like how funny it would be to be the stenographer in that moment recording all this. Like, how do you not laugh at the absurdity of what you are capturing?
That's absurd.
Yeah, so now they're still just going in on Crystal. I think they don't want to talk about Rena's mom. And they don't want to...
Yeah, they don't want to make Rena sad. They don't want to keep... And it's an easy thing to go in on. She proved herself to be a lying pot stirrer. I mean, right?
Yeah, by not saying
Let's not let that go quickly, Timothy. Yeah. Let's, really put her to it.
Yeah. Let's make her face it.
That's right. Face the music.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, like they're gonna...
That bracelet looks like she broke her wrist. It's like, I was like, is this a cast?
Yeah.
You know what though? The minute I saw who it was on, it was Erica. I was like, that is a fabulous bracelet.
It looks like an Art Deco lamp broke off on her hands.
It's amazing. I want that.
I will say, man, I just want to go on these vacations, these trips. I'm so excited. The next episode, they try surfing.
Shut your face. That's very exciting. Does Sutton surf?
Oh, God, I hope Sutton surfs.
I would love to see Sutton try to surf. And she'll be the most entertaining, I think.
Yeah.
Kyle will be annoying. She'll probably do one of her splits because she loves doing her splits to show she's flexible. And that's why she still has Maurizio. And... If the rich ones tries to surf, that might be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Rena will definitely try to surf, and she'll probably do it decent.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "God damn, Rena."
I feel like Rena does surf.
She probably does. If any of them do, it's her.
Yeah.
Erica's gonna be like, I'm not getting salty stuff in my.
Well, Garcelle just
in my
bought
weave.
Garcelle just bought a beach house, so maybe it's because she's such a surfer girl.
That would be interesting if we saw her up on. Imagine she's like, guys, let's hang 10, yo. My brother Tim, he got a random text the other day. He gets the most random texts. I don't know, like what he entered his phone number in that he gets these spam calls. He got this text. Hi, are you Mark, the surf instructor that Jody introduced me to on Friday? And naturally he was like, oh, I'm Mark. Yes. He's like,
I am a Mark and I am the Mark.
He's like, hey, yeah, it's me. Are you ready to... He looks up some surfing term, you know? You ready to shred these waves with me?
Ready to slap backside, catch some gnar?
I was like, oh boy. Yeah.
Yeah, slap lip. That's a surf term.
I don't do that.
Yeah. Apparently New Jersey's great for surfing in certain spots.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, as my stomach.
Doesn't that... I know. I guess it's making a guest appearance.
Was that...
Hey, little belly, don't be sad. Oh, my God. She's like, guys, you bitches haven't even talked about me.
Paris is here. Paris is actually gotten married. Paris got married.
She got married? No shit.
Yeah, and divorced.
Oh, that's very quick. We recorded not that long ago.
Yeah. Well, she had a health scare and she didn't have health insurance. And she got married to another honey badger who is doing a little better than her. And I'm glad to say Paris is in full remission
Yay!
of all STDs.
Yay, Paris, you're clean. You're clean. That little honey pot's all clean. You go. And now has she been hoeing since?
Oh yeah. She's probably back to full blown.
You've been perving on it still?
No. Yes.
Yeah, I can see the guilt in your eyes. You're like, have I been? You kidding me? I'm jerking off every night to scribbling sounds and scratching noises, and the grunting gets me to come every time.
It's surprisingly more high pitched than you would think it would be. But
That's when it always. That's it. That's the ticket. There we go. Do you whisper Paris's name when you climax?
no.
Paris. I'm sorry. That's too much. That's too
Yeah.
much. I'm sorry, Paris. I apologize to her, not you. I'm sorry, Paris.
That's all right.
I didn't mean to put you through that. Don't pet her.
That's.
What pervert.
Oh.
Is that your cum?
No.
I don't know what you're
Why
pretending.
would it be mine?
Who else's would it be?
The people, or animals she's hoeing with.
Oh, really? Where's
Yeah.
those animals?
Out in the world. It's Jersey
How they get
City.
in?
There's a lot of
How
strays.
they get in? How they get in here?
They bark at the window, or they.
You're setting honey badger traps all over Jersey City. You're like, I got a horny honey badger at my house. She needs to be taken care of. Treat my girl right.
Yeah, and you know how expensive honey badger prostitutes are. I can't be shelling out that kind of money.
Why doesn't she become a honey badger prostitute and then it's like, boom, problem solved?
Reverse market for honey badger prostitutes. It's actually
Who pays?
Not the females pay the male.
Oh, okay. Well, you've heard of gigolos, right? I mean, anybody can prostitute
but-
themselves.
But it's because there are so many more male or female honey badgers. It really there's so few males that are willing to do that, and so many females that need that the males can charge whatever they want. It's a sell market.
Okay.
You know.
This is a very elaborate lie that you're coming up with to try to convince us all that you're not just fucking a stuffed animal. Tim.
Not. She's clean.
There's
With a
no holes.
whistle.
I don't know. Before you wipe something off of her. Paris.
Stuffed animals.
I don't know. It just felt like a lot, you know? A lot of details to that story. Halfway through, I was like, he's still going. What's happening?
Well, the other day we broke down. We did. We, as a group, kind of decided on what price we would charge to blow a guy. Like, realistically, though.
Wait, I'm sorry. As what group? What group? Paris? She doesn't talk. I'm concerned.
No, there's humans. There's me, Jesse,
Okay.
Brian St.
Oh, this
James.
is such a comedian topic.
Yeah, Devin Hall and Colin Armstrong.
And what was it? How much to do what?
To blow a guy.
Okay.
And Jesse came
And
with
you
a-
were like, 2 cents. 2 cents and a compliment's all it costs.
well,
Nom nom nom.
thank God Devin was there, because we found out that there are guys that can get paid to receive a blowjob. So that our ideas
Yes.
in the market.
No, I've heard of that. I mean, I don't think it's as common, but I have heard of that in the gay market.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some men like to give it,
Yeah.
and they will pay to have somebody that they find attractive, or maybe, who knows, maybe it's because it's like they're keeping it from their wives and they're living in the closet. I'm making up
Yeah.
whole scenarios for them. But yes.
Yeah. So then we found out that our initial $20,000 fee I mean, if we took that to market, we would have to offer a lot more than just like that would have to be an experience.
Oh, yeah, you're not just sitting there with your crusty old balls.
Yeah,
no,
no.
it's like a date. Listen, okay. Someone who works in a very specific industry that also is personal and deals with sexuality, yes. If you're going to put the effort into making an experience, your price point is going to be way higher.
Yeah.
Put a little care and attention. Make it special for them. Shave them testicles if that's what they like, you know?
Oh, no. See, that's why...
You're never going to be good at this job.
No. No. Yep. We would all go broke and go hungry. But we figure if there is a way where you can... Let's say this
So you guys had decided 20,000
Yeah.
to blow it, dude.
Yeah, because then you blow like 3 dudes and you don't have to like work for the year.
For only a year.
Yeah.
So you're blowing 3 dudes a year. So you're
Yeah.
basically just like an unlucky homosexual who only gets 3 times, laid 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. That's nice to know that there's a price on that. You know how much it would cost for me to blow somebody? There's not a price. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it for money. Trust me, I'm learning right now about what I will and will not do for money. I wouldn't do it for money. It's
Yeah.
weird. There's certain things that you know what it is? I don't want to not
Got it.
have the option. You know what I mean? I don't want to have something that is like you've decided a price on it and then it's there for anyone who's able to pay that price. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I want it to be there for who I want it to be there for. Like, you know, my husband. But you know what I mean? Like your sexual partner. Like I want to have control over that. That's something that's important to me because that's like an intimate experience. I don't know. To me, there's not a number. For that, there's not a number. 20,000, not enough.
Yeah.
But like, listen, a compliment and and a shot. You just never know. Just kidding. Gross. Is this? It's got to be still here. I feel like I'm still.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's still there.
No,
It's still
it's
there.
gone.
I feel it. Oh no, now it's gone. I got it.
Yay.
Hey.
So that's been so we didn't even really talk about Dubai.
We didn't talk about Dubai. New Dubai came out. We got what, 2 episodes so far?
2 episodes.
I half watched the first. You watched the second. We're gonna catch up in next episode. We're gonna give you some Dubai talk. What I gathered from what I saw, they're not afraid of the drama.
Oh no, not at all.
They are not afraid of the drama, and they're not afraid to like get down into it.
Yeah.
They are like, they remind me a little bit of Potomac.
Yeah.
They get in it. There's no
They did a great job casting.
Yes, there's no like these Beverly Hills bitches, they fight in a different way.
Yeah,
you know?
they fight about words that they're
they don't get like these women will say wrong words in the heat of anger probably 7 times in a season and nobody will flinch.
Yeah.
They'll just be upset about like what they're still fighting about, which is
Yeah.
probably something stupid. Just saying. But I'm excited. They have a lot of money. They're all attractive.
Yeah.
No? I don't know. Maybe I got to get up a little. No, one of them is not. No, 2.
Yeah.
I got to get up a little. I got to get up a little.
I think it does have it might have one of the most attractive housewives.
Timothy, I
know.
have to see this beanpole. What does she look like?
Beanpole.
She's got to be way skinny, is she?
No.
Oh, really?
No, it's too fake, but she's got some weight to her. Not like
I can't wait to see her. I cannot wait to see her. Please show me.
all right.
Please
Let's go into it.
please show me. Let's do it live, and then we'll make another episode later. Not later today. Like we'll see you in a few weeks. But we got to before we close it out. Let me see this chick. So this is one of the most attractive housewives you've ever seen. Would you say it is the most attractive housewife?
No.
Okay.
Where there is no. Is there like a place you can just see the pictures of them cast in info?
I don't know. I would have just put in. Here you go.
Yeah.
All right, which one is it? We're right in the camera. This has got to be a great clip. Is it this one?
No, I think it's either Sarah. I think it's Sarah.
This one.
Sarah Al Madani.
I gotta get it. She doesn't look like she looked in the episode, though, kind of, right?
Yeah, that's what I saw the picture and I was like,
oh, yes, she is very attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a really attractive girl. She's very like, and she's just she comes off as just like.
Seems like she's lived a life.
Yes, I was just gonna say like a rugged beauty. If that doesn't like ruggedly handsome makes more sense than that. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just an earthy.
Talks about
she's lived.
Yeah, she's been through 2 divorces, which like in her, like she's been through abuse. Like that's gonna be the theme. I think is like I think a lot of these women are gonna talk about abuse. I think it's a slight jab at. I think there's going to be a couple jabs at that area's way of life.
Dubai.
Yes.
I hope there are.
Yeah.
I think they might deserve a couple jabs. Jab or two.
Yeah, and the one lady bought the other lady a goat. And so there's fun stuff too.
Yeah. Let's not get too heavy. Who cares about the abuse? Let's get the goat in. Bring in the goat. Bring in the goat.
What are we gonna solve women's rights in the Middle East? No, bring in a goat.
Listen, the bitches that are watching this show, they want to see the goat. Okay, they're probably getting beaten themselves. They just want to see a goat and forget about it.
The goat ends up in the pool at one point, and in my head, I swear to God, I pictured a producer like just like nudging the goat.
How great would it be if the goat fell in the pool?
By the end of the episode, they don't know where the goat is. Really, it's goat abuse.
It feels uncomfortable to me.
Yeah, I don't
That's
like the
more
way-
upsetting than the other abuse they talk
Yeah,
about.
I don't like the way that the Middle East handles their goats.
That's that.
Tune in next week.
Turn in the next time I make this fabulous show.